Hello everybody and welcome back to another movie review. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing two movies since I haven't done movies in a while. I'm going to be reviewing Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm going to start with Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Here's the good things about it. The action in this film is tremendous. It is just, I could watch 24-hour marathon of just the action in that film and I wouldn't get bored. The action is one of Marvel's best action ever. It is, I'm not ready to say that it was better than Avengers action. You know what? I am ready to say that. It's that good of action. There are bombs and explosives, and it all seems timed out perfectly. It's just, if you've seen the movie, you understand what I mean. Really good action. Another good one is that the story and the pacing were both tremendous in this film. It didn't feel like it dragged on, and it didn't feel like it was too short either. It just felt right. Also, the story in it too was great. There were some shocking things in it, and you know what? This is going to be a full-on spoilers too. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch. There's a few twists in it. Like there's the whole thing about SHIELD secretly being for Hydra, which is if you don't remember, the Nazi group that Captain America fought in the first one, and I never saw that coming. And also, Bucky Barnes being the Winter Soldier, I was just, what? I mean, I kind of knew before, but I didn't know when they would reveal it, and then the mask came off, and I'm like, you know, I just thought that it was a good film overall. And the chemistry between Captain America and Black Widow, and Captain America and Anthony Mackie, I think that was the actor's name. Crossbones, I think, is the wing guy. Yeah, the chemistry between them was great. I could really tell that they were friends and then enemies at times, and just, it was all really, really good. Now we're getting into some negative stuff. Okay, so there's a lot of shooting and stuff in this film, and not a lot of people seem to die. Okay, Captain America falls out, hits the ocean extremely hard, and is pulled out in a hand, probably drowned, and doesn't look like he has a lot of scratches on him. I mean, he's probably been in the hospital for a little bit, but still, he doesn't look like he's got a lot of scratches on him. And Black Widow and the other guy, they seemed kind of overpowered for just normal people, to me. They didn't seem like they were a little too powerful. Also, there's one scene where there's this guy in the film who ends up fighting the actor who is Anthony Mackie in Crossbones. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Crossbones. And he gets a SHIELD helicarrier, smashes into the building and hits him. And at the end of the film, you see him in a hospital bed when he's got blood surrounding him. I don't understand why he's in that hospital bed. He should be dead. And then there's Alexander Pierce, who got shot 2 times and is still and dies. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that he got shot 2 times and then died by that. There's one guy who gets hit by a helicarrier and lives. One guy that gets shot 2 times and lives. And also, there's an old woman scene, which is Captain America's old love interest in the last film. And honestly, I didn't really need to see it, and I didn't think that it was very well done. The makeup wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. See, they used the old actress but put makeup on, and I would have been fine if it was just a 70, 80-year-old actress. I would have been fine with that, but I just didn't find that scene very needed. And then another one is there is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 review. Now, this film has so many good things while having bad things, so I chose a lot of good things, but I also chose a lot of bad things. Also, I forgot. On Captain America, I give it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. Now, here's the good things in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The chemistry between Gwen and Spider-Man, and then the chemistry between Spider-Man and Harry Osborn, and then the chemistry between Spider-Man and Aunt May. All of them, I could feel like it wasn't acting. I literally felt like it wasn't acting. I felt like that they're really friends, and they're really his girlfriend. I mean, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone are really dating in real life, but still, it really translates to the screen. And I felt like Aunt May was really like Spider-Man's motherly figure. I could really feel that, and I thought that it was overall really well done. And the action on this film, so much better than the first one, and just so good. Maybe not better than Captain America's, but still really good. Like, there's one scene where he's fighting Electro that I really enjoyed. And Spider-Man in this film, to me, he didn't seem too overpowered. He felt to me like he can get hurt, he can get scratched, and he can bleed, but it's all okay. And I really felt like he wasn't OP, but he wasn't a weakling either, and I thought that was really well handled. Also, the CGI in this film is really good. Electro, he looked like he was made out of electricity, just like a bunch of electricity stored together, which is what he was supposed to look like, and that looked really good. And the CGI on Green Goblin was also really good. So overall, some good CGI. The pacing, I really liked it. I felt like it didn't rush too fast at some parts, but I didn't feel like it was slowed down. I felt like it was evenly paced. There's not much more to say about that. And also, the story was also very interesting. It wasn't super good, but it was still a very interesting storyline that was definitely placed out very well. Now to get into the bad stuff. Well, it kind of rushed with the whole Harry thing. I feel like they could have spent... Well, here's what I think that they should have done. See, Harry ends up becoming Green Goblin. And I think that maybe instead of that, he could have... Maybe they could have just kept him mad and figuring stuff out. And you know the suit? Maybe he was learning about suits one time, and then he found out about the suit, and then it would be... They would not have him fight, but they would show an after-credit scene of him lying down on the ground, and then remembering the suit, going up to the suit, getting into the suit, and then realizing that he should unlock all the other suits leading into the Sinister Six, because I didn't think that the after-credit scene for X-Men Days of Future Past was very good at all. It didn't really show me anything. It showed me Mystique being in an army base and then punching people. We've seen that in X-Men films before. I didn't feel like it was very needed. Also, how dare you, Hans Zimmer? You've made great scores, but this one was not great. It was kind of stringy at a few parts, and there was you could hear people's voices in their heads, when Max first became Electro, he was singing this song in his head that was he betrayed me, and it was terrible, and mixed in the score just made it worse. I couldn't see it at all. And also, another bad thing, the dialogue, most of it wasn't that good. It was okay here and there, but it was good at best, not great. I feel like it could have had better dialogue. It had a good story, but not so good dialogue. It definitely could have been better. And at the end of the film, Rhino comes out, and I felt that he was totally unneeded. He did not need to come out, and he was annoying. He's like this guy with a really bad Russian accent speaking. Oh, God, it is terrible. It's like, it sounds kind of like Arnold mixed with a normal person. It's just a terrible accent. And I definitely think that they should have done that. But there is a scene in the movie where Gwen Stacy dies. Now, I knew that Gwen Stacy was going to die before I saw the film, but what I was thinking, it looked like to me that Spider-Man was going to save her and that she was going to die a different time. And I was thinking, no, she won't die, she won't die, Spider-Man will save her, it's okay. And then when her body snapped, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I thought, well, maybe she isn't dead, maybe she kind of caught her and then came down and the whole thing. And I thought that was a very well acted scene, like probably the second best acted scene, because the first best acted scene was probably when Aunt May was talking to Spider-Man about how he's Aunt May's boy and how she wanted to protect him and all this stuff. That was a well-acted scene. And then they could have done that cheesy 6 months later thing, but no. Instead, they showed Spider-Man staring at Gwen's grave, and time went on, and I thought that was really, really well done. Overall, I give this Spider-Man film an 8.5 out of 10. Anyway, thank you for watching those 2 reviews, and thank you for watching. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to get one of your questions answered on the show, email me at pixar206@gmail.com, where you can ask me any questions. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode. And make sure to maybe comment below if there's anything that you want to ask. Maybe I'll take comments too. But anyway, this is Robert Burke of Robert's Movie Talk, out.